Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is DivTech 101, aka Black Mantle, as I discuss information technology, also known as IT. And in today's video, I decided that I wanted to just do a basic drone review of my personal drone. Once again, this is not a sponsored video. This is just basically my real experience as a drone owner. And I haven't done a video like this yet where I'm just speaking honestly about having a drone and being, in the perspective of drone ownership. I want to give my honest review, my thoughts, and everything for those of you out there who are looking to actually get a drone. Now, mine is a little bit older model. I have the DJI Mavic Pro Platinum, and I got it back around in let's say about 2017 through 2019, somewhere around there. I got my drone around that time, and I was wanting one for a long time so that I can do just some simple filming just out and about. But after having it for this amount of time, there are some things that I liked about it, some things that I disliked about it. And I just want to definitely make sure to give that to you all. Now, by any means no professional drone reviewer. I'm actually someone who actually flies this particular drone that I have here. Okay. And these are my real thoughts. And so you won't always hear these type of thoughts in very polished reviews as people who much more professionally do it on another level. But why I chose the drone is I was basically going through the list of trying to figure out what type of drone could I get that is going to actually help me learn how to fly one specifically. And as I went through and looking at things, I ran across a couple of interesting ones at the time because I was going to get the smaller ones. But something said, you know what? If you're going to get a drone, get something that you know that you're going to actually use and it's going to be well worth it. And so I want to actually show you all what I was looking at here so we can go ahead and take a look at it. But on the DJI site, for example, and this is where like I went to and everything to check out my drone. And as I was going through the site, when I first looked at it back in the day, and I wanted something kind of like a little bit small. And these were not on there by any means, but if you're interested in DJI, they have the little smaller ones, like the DJ Avatas for now. They didn't have those back then when I was looking, the minis, the airs. And these ones, of course, they are a little bit, more expensive. For example, when you're looking at that DJI Mini, let's look at the buy now and just see what else it is. About $419. So this one here ran up probably, I believe, about almost close to $2,000 at the time. And I wanted one that was going to have much more of the fly more combos. So you can get the extra batteries, you can get the extra propellers and things like that. So I got my drone bag here with me as well. And I just was basically just going through, just trying to find something. And I ended up on the Mavic Pro Platinum. And these right here, the following products, as they say, are no longer available. But this is what I got right here. It's the Mavic Pro Platinum version right here. And they no longer have this available. You can probably find it online as well if you want. But if you still want the Mavic Pros, you can look at the DJI Mavic 3 Pros, which are the newer ones, and they look about a little bit smaller. Definitely have more and better features with it. And these run about $2,100. So I was about correct. If you do decide to get one of these, I'm just going to be honest with you, make sure you get insurance on it. Okay. I've had mine crash the first time I got it. Definitely glad I got the insurance. And also, I would definitely look at the Fly More combo pack. And the reason why is that you're going to need the extra remote, you're going to need the batteries, you're going to need the propellers and everything like that. So if you just went just with the Pro just by itself, for example, then you would then have to buy the other items separately as far as like your charging pack and all that stuff. But if you buy the Fly More combo, everything's all in one. And of course, this is about like for $4,700 right here. So I know that that is like a lot. Now, aside from like that piece just by itself, excuse the noise in the background as well. some construction going on outside. But this one, as you can see, I got it plugged up here because I was trying to update it on the computer and everything. Got the remote here so you can actually see it right here. So this remote basically telling me the USB plugged in there so you can actually see it. And this is what the remote looks like on the one that I have. Got the DJI there. Got the controllers on the bottom, and it's just like playing like with a giant, like a toy, like a gaming controller. That's what it feels like in the hand. And your phone basically holds in the bottom of this. You can unplug it. So this is my phone here, my iPhone. It's got some other different little slots here. You can see all that. See? Pretty simple. And these, when I first got it, be honest with you, turn the thing on. You got to definitely double press, hold it down. It's going to shut down. When the first time when I got it, I just kept pressing it like this, and I kept getting just the battery percentage on it. But you got to double press and hold on the second tap. It's going to connect. It connects to the aircraft. Make sure that you do have your remote controller open. You'll get this beep like this because it can't find the remote. Once it finds the remote, it's going to go through its series. It's going to show disconnected and everything. And let's see here. Make sure I got everything connected up right. And then sometimes what I would do, I would turn it off. And then I'm going to turn it back on. And it should connect back. Sometimes I've had to exit out the application itself and open the application back up. And it should give me, there we go. So it connected back. And of course, when you power it on, you may want to make sure to update the database as well in there. So the database, you can barely see it here. So it's going to do all that. And you definitely want to update your device because you're going to get all this right here, like the no-fly zone kind of type stuff. Download that before you fly. Do not try to do it when you're on your way trying to fly your drone because it's not going to end up correct for you there. Now, the flight time, about 27 minutes. Not really that long, but it's enough to get you through flying pretty good. So very, very compact design. I'm going to unplug it here. I'm going to turn this off. Now, the lighting on here, as you can see on the drone itself, is the lighting you have when it's all four there. It's 100%. One light flashing and one light off, 75. Then so you got 100, 75, 50, and then 25. And the batteries, turn this off so you can see this. The batteries come off by depressing the sides like that. The batteries are pretty good. Make sure you keep an eye on these when you're charging them. This is a lithium battery. I've heard of people batteries exploding and stuff like that. You need to plug it up to your computer. You got your micro USB cable right there. That's where you can plug it up to the computer to get the updates. You can also scan the QR code here and get the Wi-Fi SSID and password. Is going to be on the sticker on the inside right here. And then this is for other little extra attachments. And then as far as folding, you can fold the back wings down. Kind of move this out the way so you all can see here. You can fold the back wings down like this right here. I'm going to put the battery back in so you all can see it in its full setup. And you can tuck this nice and neat in the bag. So you can see the size here. My hand size drone. And of course, when you unfold it, make sure it's on level ground. My hand size drone. You can see it right there. Underneath, there's going to be a little protective cover for the gimbal, and that is where you can pull that off there, and that holds the gimbal in place. This camera, you destroyed this, that's about like $700, at least it was at the time. It's got the sensors all on the bottom. You can see all of that. Really neat drone. I like it. And it has been a pretty good one. The only thing is that I didn't like is I wish I was able to fly it a little bit longer, because let's just be honest with you. The price was definitely high then. Right now, if you went online to get this particular drone, you may be able to find this on just other sites. Like you may be able to find it on Amazon, for example. They got it on there for about $1,100. So it's about 50% of the cost of what it is right now. So you can actually just see that here. So this is about 50% of the cost. $1,100. And you can get the Pro for like, $1,000. This little bag right here, the bag is cool. It's enough to put the drone in. But if you're gonna go ahead and get this one and get everything with it, get the charger, get all that with it. Not gonna be that much at all. Now, let's get to the other side of this, of what I didn't like about the drone itself. The sport mode that they have on here, there's a button on the side of the drone remote controller, the sport button. It's set up to about 45 miles an hour. To me, it seemed like it didn't go that fast. I wish it was a little bit faster. I wanted so much to get the other one that's made for going like real fast. They can twist and turn different directions. The thing is with these is, if you're just a hobbyist, you basically, as you're flying the drone, it flies more like an airplane. So don't expect to be doing different turns like this, because this is not the drone for that. You're definitely going to have to look on that DJI site. We look at the drones, look for ones that's like the DJI Flips, or maybe the Avatas may do it, but these are mainly going to fly more on a plane level. So make sure that you definitely have that in mind there as you are flying through it. It can be a little bit noisy, as you can see. Sometimes the sounds are a little bit more irritating, but the experience, you're not going to get the 30 minutes to fly as much as you want. It's going to, because of the battery life, you got to bring it down, take the batteries out. I would advise, if you're going to get the drones, get the ones that's got the remote controller that's built into the large screen. So that way you can just pull it out your bag and you can just fly. If not, on these ones, you're going to have to go through the steps of taking your phone. You're going to have to coordinate this, and you're going to have to plug your phone up. You're going to have to power this on. You're going to have to open the app. You're going to have to wait. You're going to have to, of course, power this on, wait. So I would probably say in less than about 3 minutes, if everything is updated, in probably less than 5 minutes, you'll have this up and running, because you got to find a comfortable space on the ground. Don't put this on any grass that's going to be a little bit taller, because what happens is the grass is a little bit taller, the wings will most definitely clip it, and it may or may not rise up. Make sure you record the home location on there, because that's going to be like a big deal too. And where I fly is, I basically will fly in an open field. I go on like a backcountry road and I will fly the drone. I do not like flying this in residential areas, because you can run into the possibility of accidentally flying over somebody's backyard. Say if somebody's swimming and they look up and see a drone, they're probably going to get a little bit, they probably would definitely be surprised and be upset that you are flying it over their property. Then there goes some problems right there. If you know your neighbors, let them know you're going to be flying periodically, so that way they can be on the lookout. That way they're not alarmed and anything like that. Definitely fly with caution and definitely be responsible. Do not fly this over people. You definitely have to register this with the FAA. You will have to go over to their site and actually get the license, and it's almost like like you actually have to register it first in order to before you can fly, so that way they'll be able to keep it on the radar and know what's what in case anything happen. If you do take the part 107, if you want to use it for commercial purposes, taking the part 107 exam is definitely going to be a very interesting thing if you want to monetize from your content or videos regarding the drone itself. But do not under any circumstances just go out here and just start doing things on your own just because you feel like that you can like do it and there's not going to be any problems. You will likely have some kind of problems in some kind of way. So let me just show you just really quick. So we got the part 107. So I will go to the FAA website to become a certified remote pilot. You can look through the part 107 and go through this. This is going to tell you what you need to do. I've known 2 people so far that have passed this. I've taken the test once. I didn't pass it, but I'm going to try and take it again just because I want to be able to monetize on it if I decide to use it for like business reasons or something like that. But this is for like responsible people. I want you all to be responsible as you're going through this. So definitely take a look at that. And then also make sure that you register your drone as well. Now you'll get a special number that you would need to have in order to fly the drone. So this is where you will need to most definitely look at. And these are different apps and a remote ID. That's what you're going to have for the drone so that you can fly. And the remote ID is going to be compliant with the Federal Aviation Administration. So make sure that you take a look at that and have that on you. And the drones, which are required to be registered or are registered, including those flown for recreation, business, or public safety, must comply with the rule of remote ID. Okay. Drones without the remote ID flying in a restricted area, you will get caught. Trust and believe that. But look at the official Federal Aviation site. Do not take that test through some third party site. Go directly to the FAA people. I want to keep it 100 with you. I want you to have your information consistent and thorough. Check out the FAA site. The license is not that expensive at all. I can't remember how much I paid for mine at the time, but it was really like well worth it and everything. Now, that's pretty much what I have on the drone itself. I'm pretty much just a hobbyist. I like to fly mine for that specific reason. I'm, I'm a first time user, but I've been flying it for a couple of years now. I enjoy it a lot. Would I buy it again? Absolutely. I would probably keep this and just buy a newer one, maybe one of the flip ones, just so I can put on the FPV goggles and fly. I would definitely do that. But if you're looking for something reliable, cinematic, this has the follow me function. So on your phone, if your phone's in your pocket, the remote's on you, you can like ride your ATV or be in your car and create your own cinematic movie behind that. And that right there is definitely going to be like a really cool thing. And I'm going to find one more thing here and see if this right here would work. Let me just try something here. I wanted to see if I had like a short video that I could show you all that I did with drone. This on the channel and everything if you all want to see it. But I did a drone video where I did like a little aerial footage of the actual drone here. We can take a look at it right here. Let's see if this right will work. Oh yeah. And I'm going to definitely point this particular video directly to it so that you all will be able to see it here, but this right here was one of the videos that's there. So I want y'all to take a look at this specifically right here. Let's see here. Pretty cool, isn't it? And this is just riding out at ATVs. So that is actually like where I'm at with the drones and everything. I really enjoy it a lot. And I'm looking forward to checking out some new ones whenever I get the opportunity to get down to there. But just wanted to kind of throw this at you all and let you know what's going on and my honest opinion of having the drones. And so, people, if you don't mind, definitely like, listen, and subscribe to the channel. DivTech 101, aka Black Mantle. Look forward to bringing more technology content to you all soon. Stay sharp, stay secure, subscribe for more tech with purpose, only on DivTech 101.